Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at this week's Sunday preview. Idoneth Deepkin Breach the Waves. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. As the summer sun beats down, we stroll along the beach. What do we see waiting out from the waves but an extremely pale elf? Turns out the Idoneth Deepkin are mounting another series of devastating raids on the mortal realms in this week's Sunday preview. Let's tag along. Alright, so we got the Idoneth Deepkin coming with a new Battletome. Fated to waste away unless they steal the life essence of the mortals, the Idoneth Deepkin dwell in the deepest seas of the mortal realms, only emerging to conduct bloody raids to secure the future of their race. With the Battletome Idoneth Deepkin, you can take command of these nautical reavers and oceanic beasts that used to do battle. This 98-page book contains a comprehensive background for the Idoneth alongside their rules and war scrolls, battle traits, battle formations, heroic traits, and artifacts of power, plus spells and manifestation lores. Rules for the new Spearhead, Regiments of Renown, and Armies of Renown are also included alongside the rules for Path to Glory. You will also be able to pre-order a more portable package with the Gamers Edition of Battletome Idoneth Deepkin, which contains all the same contents and comes with a full set of 37 reference cards covering your war scrolls, faction rules, spearhead rules, and your regiment and army of renown rules. This version will be available while stocks last. Alright, and then we also have the brand new model, the Ikon of the Sea, and then we see the optional assembly as well. Very cool. The Idoneth Deepkin battle with all the fury of the ocean, but few exemplify this as effectively as the Ikon of the Sea, channeling both the foreboding depths of the sea and its surging tides. These Achilian warriors leap into combat and pull their allies along in ensuing riptide. This miniature can also be built as the Ikon of the Storm, a savage warrior who embodies the ocean's most furious aspects. Alright, so we got the Ikon of the Sea and the Ikon of the Storm. So very cool little tactical base, like little tidal wave coming in. And then we see an awesome pose on the actual sea elf itself with some optional head assemblies and then of course different weapons. And then we also have Mathaela, Oracle of the Abyss. Again, very cool model right here. I love these poses. A paragon of the Isharann, the Soulscryers, and sorcerers of the Idoneth, Mathaela resides in the deepest abyss of Ghyran, emerging only recently to protect the soul reefs of their people. In battle, they wield the power of the abyss against their foes and whip the denizens of the deep into bloodthirsty frenzy. Alright, so very cool little creatures here. We got a super action pose that she's like hovering above the ground. Cool staff, cool helmet, definitely another awesome model. Alright, and then we have the brand new Idoneth Deepkin Manifestations. This has got to be my favorite. Absolutely freaking awesome. By risking their lives to give the raging spirits of the ocean corporeal form, Idoneth Deepkin sorcerers can bring into being an incarnate of the deep, lashing out with the power of a tempest, ensnaring foes in the abyssal tendrils, and crushing unlucky prey with the pressure of the deep. This oceanic manifestation is an awe-inspiring sight. So very cool. We saw a little preview of the rules here. We got like some various little tentacles that you can have pop up. Absolutely awesome model right here. I love this incarnate. And then we also have the Isharann Soulscryer. Using their eldritch powers to find rich resources of soul energy to exploit, the Isharann Soulscryer uses a cipher compass in battle to read the depths of their foes' souls, singling out their most vital targets. Their navigation skills also extend to traversing the deep, using hidden oceanic pathways so that the allies may ambush their foes more easily. This miniature was previously only available in the current Idoneth Deepkin Spearhead and is now available to purchase separately. Alright, so very cool. We have the Isharann Soulscryer available for individual purchase now, as the old Spearhead is likely going away, which means we're making room for a new Spearhead. Alright, so we have Spearhead Achilian Tide Guard. The royalty of the Achelian warrior caste never venture into battle without their loyal bodyguards, known as the Tide Guard. This blisteringly fast spearhead force is centered around the Achelian King, who is a monster in combat, and consists of 1 unit of Achilian Guard, a unit of Achelian Morsar Guard, and 10 Namachi Reavers. They work in unison to protect their liege and destroy their foes as the Achelian King inspires his warriors with displays of combat prowess. Alright, so very cool. No sharks, but we got a double dose of eels, and then we've also got some of the Reavers, and now we got the Achelian King, who has the alternative build as well. So nice looking box set right here.
Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products including miniatures, terrain, paint, tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you.
Alright, and then we also have the Idoneth Deepkin Warscroll cards and dice set. Remain composed and as placid as the depths with the help of a set of Idoneth Deepkin Warscroll cards, which contains 27 handy reference cards covering your war scrolls and spearhead cards for the Achilian Tide Guard. You can also further immerse yourself in the Aether Sea with the set of 16 Idoneth Deepkin dice, which is a frosted blue with dark blue pips, and the Idoneth Deepkin faction icon on the 6 face. Alright, so very cool. We got the cards, we got the dice. Nice little setup right here for some accessories. And then to go along with it, we have White Dwarf 515, and this one is focused in on the Thousand Suns. The final of the 4 White Dwarf issues focused on the ruinous powers is almost here, and this time the star of the show is Tzeentch. Issue 514 is a deep dive into the shifting, labyrinthian world of Changer of Ways, with more findings from the Grey Knights, coverage of the eternal rivalry between Tzeentch and Nurgle, plus a new combat patrol with demonic elements and an army of renown with Legends rules. You can also read a report on the grand narrative that took place on the Warhammer world last year, get even more details on the design of the miniatures from Grand Cathay, and read the next installment of the Trials of Albarak by James Brogden. On top of that, there's loads of great Warhammer content, including more from the bunker. Alright, and then we've also got some official Warhammer merch with the Skaven Deathmaster Plush. From our licensed partners at Tommy comes a deadly member of the clan Isharann, a perfidious Deathmaster in plush form. Soft, but still with the frisson of stab kill that you want from a shadowy Skaven assassin. The Deathmaster Plush is a perfect sentry for your desk or shelf. Alright, so very cool. Definitely looking forward to the Idoneth Deepkin. They got their manifestations finally, and this thing is absolutely awesome. We got some new models. We got a new Battletome, cards, dice, all the good stuff, as well as a couple new models. Very, very cool. Super exciting for all the Sea Elf players out there, or anybody that's interested in starting a new army. So let me know what you're most excited about this week. Are you going to be picking up some of the Idoneth Deepkin, starting a brand new army? Are you just looking forward to the new book and manifestations? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And as always, special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and these look awesome. And I'm out of here.